Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Learn Political Science. In this video, we will be continuing with the concept of freedom in political theory. We have Isaiah Berlin on our list today, and he is famously known to have distinguished freedom into negative and positive. Before we go straight to the distinction, let us look at the background. John Stuart Mill was the first to recognize the difference between liberty as freedom to act and freedom as the absence of coercion. But it was Isaiah Berlin who came to distinguish between two perspectives of liberty: negative, one in which individual is protected from tyranny and arbitrary exercise of authority, and positive, one that provides the individual an opportunity and ability to act. The immediate context of Berlin's inquiry is the Cold War. In his words, the open war that being fought between two systems of ideas. Berlin begins his investigation by contrasting two views of freedom: negative freedom and positive freedom. Berlin did not invent the distinction between negative and positive liberty, but his formulation is more frequently cited than any others. Advocates of negative liberty are Hobbes, Locke, Montesquieu, Bentham, Spencer, Hayek, Nozick, Friedman, and Berlin, while the advocates of positive liberty may include theorists such as Rousseau, Kant, Hegel, Marx, and Lasky. Here is a brief explanation of negative and positive freedom. Negative freedom encompasses the area within which a man can act unobstructed by others. More fully, a person is free in the negative sense when he or she is not prevented by human act or omission from doing what he or she may wish to do. Negative defines a realm of or a zone of freedom in the silence of law. In Berlin's words, liberty in the negative sense involves an answer to the question: what is the area within which the subject, a person or group of persons, is or should be left to do or be what he is able to do or be, without interference from other persons. The standard obstacle to freedom in this sense is coercion, force, or the threat of force. In Rajiv's book, you can find this point more elaborated on the basis of two axioms. Each one knows one's own best interest. This is based on one assumption of the individual as a rational agent with a capacity to deliberate and make an informed choice. Secondly, the state has a limited role to play. This follows from the earlier axiom: with the individual agency foregrounded, the state cannot decide ends and purposes for the individual. Subsequently, negative freedom is distinguished from capacity or ability. Berlin concedes that in some cases the line between freedom and capacity may be debatable. For example, negative liberty may not include freedom from poverty. In other words, mere incapacity, for example, my inability to jump more than 10 feet in the air, is not an obstacle to freedom but understood, since it involves no human act or omission. Berlin regards the negative idea as the normal sense of the word freedom. He associates with classical English political philosophers, including Hobbes, more broadly with British liberals such as Locke, J.S.Mill, and French liberals such as Constant and Tocqueville. These above thinkers all hold that a substantial minimum area of negative liberty is essential to human well-being. Berlin never endorses this commitment explicitly, although it is clear enough that he is deeply sympathetic with it. There is no doubt that he associates negative liberty with the liberal outlook, and that it is negative liberty on the whole that he wants to defend. His own position must therefore be broadly liberal. Positive freedom. Positive liberty is the idea not of the absence of interference, but of having control over one's life. It derives from the wish on the part of the individual to be his own master, to be genuinely the author of his own actions. Crucially, the tendency in the positive idea is to allow that this kind of control over one's life can be diminished not only by the interference of other people but also obstacles within one's own personality. These may include factors such as ignorance, desires, or emotions. Thus, the classic form taken by positive liberty is the traditional idea of self mastery of one's own passion, which goes back at least to Plato. Next, here are some few previous year questions of NET exam. First question is match list 1, which has the concepts, and list 2, which has the thinkers, and select the correct answer from the code given below. The answer to this would be tacit consent was given by Locke, self-regarding and other regarding action by Bentham, negative and positive liberty by Berlin, well-ordered society by Rawls. Arrange the following works of Isaiah Berlin in chronological order of his publications. Select the correct answer from the codes given below. Concepts and Categories Philosophical Essays, 4 essays on liberty. Vico and Herder, 2 studies in the history of ideas. Karl Marx, his life and environment. The correct order for this would be Karl Marx, written in 1939, 4 essays on liberty, written in 1969, Vico and Herder, 1976, and finally Concepts and Categories in 1978. Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Dependency theory, Samir Amin is correct. Theory of development, Lucian is correct. Theory of alienation by Karl Marx is correct. Theory of negative liberty by John Rawls is incorrect. Theory of liberty, negative liberty was written by Thomas Hobbes. Who said negative liberty is superior to positive liberty? J.S.Mill, Isaiah Berlin, T.H. Green, Ernest Barker. Negative liberty is superior to positive liberty was highlighted by Isaiah Berlin. Next, which one of the following political philosophers is an advocate of positive liberty? Isaiah Berlin, Irish Marion Young, Johann Stuart Mill, T.H. Green. Answer to this is T.H. Green. Who among the following thinkers formulated the concept of positive and negative liberty? The answer is Isaiah Berlin. Which of the following is not an apt description of negative liberty? It is an area within which a man can act unobstructed by others is correct. Individual has some assured positive sphere in which others cannot interfere is correct. Circle around every individual human being a space entrenched around a reserved territory correct. It is the absence of humanly imposed impediments lacking access to means of life and means of labor is incorrect. So the answer is D. Next, we have matched list 1 theories with list 2 ideas. John Stuart Mill, Karl Marx, Berlin, John Locke, and ideas are alienation, positive and negative liberty, equality for women, and toleration. The correct list is John Stuart Mill gave the idea for equality for women, Karl Marx, alienation, Berlin, positive and negative liberty, John Locke, toleration. Next, negative liberty implies freedom as absence of restraint, freedom of chains, freedom as self mastery, freedom as non interference. Which of the above statements are correct? Answer is 1, 2, and 4. Next, positive liberty means freedom from chains, from slavery, bondage, and freedom as autonomy. The correct answer is 4, freedom as autonomy. One of the following is not the work written by Isaiah Berlin. Karl Marx, 4 Essay on Liberty, Freedom Against Current. The answer here is Freedom was written by Gray. Well guys, that was the end of our video. I hope this short video was able to give you a simple understanding of Berlin's idea. Please keep watching for more videos. Please subscribe to our channel, Learn Political Science, like and share. Thank you.